Welcome to episode 13 of 365. We're 13 days in and I'm so excited. Today I'm going to be talking about regrets. I don't have a lot of regrets in my life, thankfully, but there are a few things I wish I could undo, and there's one that really bugs me, especially because I know I could have avoided this feeling of regret. And it all has to do with a prestigious scholarship at Oxford, the Rhodes Scholarship. When I applied for the scholarship, I didn't expect to make it to the final stage. I only applied because of my personal role to just do it. Shout out to Nike. I felt, what's the worst that could happen if I applied? I won't get it. And if I didn't apply, I still wouldn't get it. So anyway, I applied. I submitted my application the day of the deadline. A few hours or maybe even minutes before it closed. I don't remember exactly. But I know that I submitted on the day of the deadline. I checked my emails. I wrote my essays honestly, and I didn't try to form or present myself in some way or something. I just wrote genuine answers to the prompt questions. And now the way began. A couple of days after my birthday, and after a great and love-filled party with some of the people dearest to me in the world, I received an email that of the 131 long-listed applicants, I made the 41-person shortlist. There would be interviews to decide on the 10 to 12 finalists. I was so nervous. I kept wondering what they would ask, how I would answer. But the interview finally came and went, and some days later, another email came that included flight tickets to Abuja for the final round. I was a finalist. I could not believe it. The few days meeting with the judges and the other finalists in Abuja was a lot of fun and a great experience. I met friends. You might be thinking that this is all going well. What did you regret here? Well, we're finally at the point of my regrets. As I prepared for the final interview, after reaching out to a few former finalists and winners for the scholarship, I wrote and practiced potential answers to possible questions. I was as prepared as I could be. I knew my application and proposed study topic in and out. And now it was time. If I recall correctly, I was in the last batch of people who were interviewed. I saw people coming in and out of the interview room. Some were smiling, some were frowning. And then it was my turn. I vividly remember what I was wearing. I entered the room, I took my seat, and I faced the panel of, I think, 10 or so judges. I was asked a question about my proposed course of study, and now we're at the point where I wish I could go back. I was asked by one of the judges, what is something you're most proud of? I knew what I wanted to answer immediately, the truest response that I could give, but instead, I gave a safe answer, what I thought they would like to hear. I had been told by almost everyone that I spoke to that at the point of the final interview, it's not longer really about your academic achievement. Everyone who makes it through any process of the scholarship is a first-class graduate. They want to see something else, more about you. So I mumbled something about my contribution to the UX research and design space in Nigeria and mentoring and coaching tens of people, blah, blah, blah. It was something I was proud of, but it wasn't the thing that I was most proud of at that point in my life. As soon as I gave that response, I wanted to take it back. I wanted to erase the last few seconds. I wished I had a time turner to go back to just when the question was asked so that I could give the truest answer, which was graduating best in my faculty in UNILAG, the University of Lagos. I was very proud of that because when I entered university, having gone through a series of academic failures, I didn't have high expectations. The best that I could imagine was a second-class upper, and worst case, a pass. I had let go of my first JAMB results because I had planned to go to school abroad for my university degree, which didn't work out. I failed JAMB the second time, not meeting the cutoff mark for universities. I barely passed the JUPEB exam, a one-year A-level type program that allowed you to move into the second year of your program of choice if you passed. So coming off the back of these failures that wrecked my confidence in my academic abilities, to then graduate best in my faculty and department while working multiple jobs was the thing that I was most proud of. And that is what I wanted to say. I don't mean to imply that answering this way would have won me the scholarship. I don't know, and there's no way to know. But I would have shown up as the most authentic version of myself, not the version that I thought they wanted to hear, and what others had advised me would be the best. I wish I had just said what I truly believed. I would have been more at peace with the decision, even if I didn't win, because I was being myself. And that is the lesson that I took away from the experience. Don't let other people change what you believe to be most important to you, and show up as your most authentic self in every room you're in, no matter what. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of A Couple of Things. If you enjoyed this episode or found any part of it insightful, don't forget to share with your friends on your social media, and be sure to leave a comment or a review if you can on your podcast listening app. Thank you.